All right, here we are. We're live. I know I'm a little bit early, about an hour early, but I'm going to go over some of the stuff for like selling stuff in a guild trader and stuff like that. And then another thing is since they're having this ninth anniversary, now's the time to make lots of gold. Just with the recipes and stuff that drop from your daily writs. By the time this event's over with, you'll probably be like, I'm so sick and tired of writs, don't want to do my daily writs anymore, and then you'll be like, writted to death. So anyway, right now I'm part of Daggerfall Emporium Inc., a pretty big, good trading guild. I gotta add some items to their trader. So first thing you want to do is if you're in a trading guild, you'll see whether or not they have a guild this week. And they do. So you'll definitely want to read up on what the requirements are and stuff like that. And so, like for this is their rules and stuff. So pretty much loot everything is the right idea. Anyway, I'm gonna go ahead and go to the banker.
Looking to lighten your load? Coin, belongings, dry goods, we store it all.
Go to the banker here, and then you'll go to the guild store. Let me exit out of this real quick, adjust some settings. Okay, that way.
Tragic what the Three Banners War has done to...
That way I'm not being overpowered by the game. I use Arcadius Trade Tools and Master Merchant also for me to get the appropriate prices. Like for example, if you look down Ring of the Twin Sisters, a green one sells for about 516 gold. Blue version of it sells for about 17. So this guy, I'm going to probably just put him up for maybe 2100. People like the blue and gold and blue and purple ones because they can DE those, and that's the easiest way for them to get stuff. And it looks like I don't have a whole bunch of stuff on this character, so I'm going to go into my bank.
Ah, yes.
Personal bank. And see if there's stuff I can pull out. Like this Ring of Winter's Respite, it sells between 9 and 20,000. So I'll probably put that in for about 9,000. So some of these set pieces, they're harder to come by now because a lot of people aren't running that content. So grab that because I'll learn that. Learn that. Learn that. Learn that. And the add-on I'm using is inventory add-on. It tells me in master recipe, it tells me which tunes have learned it. If the tunes, if it's known by, like example, Balin, she'll be blue. So I won't really have to, you know, figure out which tune and so forth knows the recipe or not.
Axes and armor may earn you a fortune.
Alright, let's see if I can get some items up there. her base. So I'm going to go ahead and log into a different tune right now. And do her crafting stuff. So may have done crafting on her already today already. So I also do believe drops are enabled for all Twitch streamers streamers today. So I'm gonna stay on as long as I can. You know, so hopefully people can get, you know, the drops and stuff like that.
Need of you, comrade.
Get rid of the chat.
Ah, yes. I love this.
Let's see if she has anything I could put up there so I don't get kicked out of the trading guild for being lazy. She got a lot of junk. Yeah, that works. So this is companion gear. Green stuff is kind of like garbage, and most of the time I just sell it. I wish I could DE it and get materials, but sometimes, you know, people just buy it for the sake of buying it, and you know, you can't find any other gear that has the particular stat on it that you want. So I'll do 1800 on this one. I don't know. Let me do the jewelry first. Nah, elegant ring I'll put in for like 1500 because those drop out of dolmens and stuff. these purple rings really aren't worth much. But we'll see. Alright, so now I'm going to flip over to my other trading guild. This is a bitchin' guild to be in. The guild hall is awesome. Rage Bull has done an awesome job on that. So it's got all the crafting stations, so it makes it easy to craft something if you need to. So he's full. 30 of 30 slots. Now let's go to this guy. He's kind of low. Let's see what I have left. Oh, not much. I'm going to have to back out of this and check out, see what the design is on that. That might have to go into my bank. Crafting motive, hazardous alchemy gloves. There's no preview. So, that's going to be a Google lookup. I'm looking it up on my other monitor here. Nope, I'm gonna sell it. Not very good looking.
Tragic with the three.
So I'll put in for 75,000 gold. Put this in for 1,000. And the reason why I'm putting white items up in the guild trader is because all this can be broken down into materials. So people will buy this because people are lazy, and it's easier for them to just go to the guild trader and buy it than to farm it because they might be short on time. We all know how that can be. Southern Elsewhere, I'll put that up for 1,000. Alright, so we're good on all my guild banks, guild traders and stuff. So,
What do you say we try some of the local fare? I'm famished.
So, and then I got other people texting me at the moment too, trying to watch the stream. So, and they're saying that they're having problems with Twitch and stuff. So, it's been an interesting week with Microsoft issues and with Star Trek Online having issues, Twitch having issues, so. Alright, so I'm going to go ahead and log out and go ahead and do my dailies on my other tune. So then when the 6 o'clock hour rolls around, I'll hop on my other account and then we will go do that. Alright, so not bad for the champion points today. See, I don't know why. Let me redistribute this. Don't know why I did that. I must not have been thinking and didn't realize that I could put points there. So, anyway. let's get going here. Well, hi, Avalanche. You're a bit early tonight. You know that, right? Oh, and here we go. He wants his attention. He wants it now. Yeah. Yeah, I know.
My
Love you too,
favourite
buddy.
cure for low spirits.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I know. It's not quite time yet. So what we're doing is we're hoping that we can get some high-end motifs or style patterns, and then put them up on Guild Trader and make some money, some gold. Mm. So anyway, yeah, I got friends that are sending me texts saying that they're online and they're watching and they see me, but they only see only one person online. So this is not good. So it's like Twitch is not counting the people that are actually viewing me. That's not good.
You there. The Ivory Brigade has need of you.
Well, like this one, silk crafting motif, silken ring belts, 18,000 gold. This one, 11,000 gold. This one's 10,000 gold. And people buy up these style pages like you wouldn't believe. I mean, everybody wants to look cool in the game, you know? So, hi, buddy. If you're gonna be, you know, intrusive like this, you need to lay down, okay? Oh. That'll go in the bank, and we'll log into Norelia and, you know.
Tragic what the Three Banners War has done to Nibene.
Nope, don't want to do guild bank, want to do my
Looking
bank.
to lighten your load.
Actually, yeah. Really? You're gonna have a fur ball right now? That's what I thought. Why don't you go play? You know? Why, thank you, cute kitty cat. Yes, he is. Oh wow, she really is out in the middle of nowhere. And she doesn't have a map, which I think I know what's going on with that. Alright, so enabled those add-ons. Gonna reload the UI. So yeah, I think I just got another message from my buddy saying he's logging in too. And so I should be seeing at least a total of 3 people viewing, because I got 2 friends that are watching, and I'm only seeing 1 over here. So So this is not cool on Twitch's part if they're pulling this type of deal. Well, I see one more person that just came on, so you know, and it's like if they just want to sit and watch the stream or listen to it as they're doing other things in the house or whatever, I'm totally cool with that. If they just want to lurk in the background and have it on, but you know, Twitch is not counting my viewership. That's kind of messed up. So I know for a fact Twitch counts the host, myself, as one viewer. So it's like I have total of 2 people, but one of those is me. So it's just kind of like, you know, and I've got a couple other friends that I know are watching because they're texting me. And
You are going to let me try that, right?
they're following. And they're watching. But see, and I'm looking over here at my laptop and somebody just dropped. And so I don't know what's going on with Twitch in their computer systems. Yeah. Hey man, we're watching you, but we're only seeing 2 people viewing you live right now. That's from one of my friends. Then another friend says, yeah man, I got you on in the background up here on the tablet. We're cooking dinner. Sorry, I'm replying back. Another buddy of mine, hey, on the way home, driving in traffic, got you on Bluetooth in the car. See? Stuff sells fast because they can break it down into materials and it's a reasonable price. So um 1900 gold, 19, 19, 18. So yeah, we're going to go ahead and collect all that. because that type of stuff is difficult to come by. And the elegant rings are just pretty much garbage off of Dolmen's. But it all breaks down into this type of material. I'll bring that up again. Let's see. So like just one of these chromium grains sells for about 53,000 gold. The copper dust, not so much. But the iridium, 3,000. The zircon grains, they sell for 20,000 each. So the purple and gold material, the color gold, always go for a lot. Oh yeah, let me get her bonus. There we go. So for this particular anniversary event, the way you get your event tickets, which is these guys right here, is you log in every day and you summon your cake after you do the quest, and then you eat the cake, and then you get 3 event tickets per day. But before you do that, make sure you check to make sure you have room for the 3 event tickets, because you can hold a maximum of 12. And if you eat the cake, you won't get your event tickets if you're maxed out with the 12. Wow, I haven't played her in a long time. I can always tell when I haven't played a tune in a long time is because these points are really high. So I'm going to do that. And since I really don't care too much about crafting on her, because I already have Norelia maxed out on all her stuff, I'm going to take those and do this. And I have no idea why I did this. Once again, not thinking. That I went over here first, but she is a tank, so the extra heals would probably do her good. See what we got going over here. she's done her. Let's see. Want to sell. WTS is want to sell Black Rose prison experience carries. Less than a minute around, 1.5 million per hour. It's not bad.
Looking to lighten your load? Coin.
So since I put a bunch of those recipes in the bank, along with those patterns, and I've sold a bit, leave that for Norelia. Oh, Amityville. Poor girl. Alright. So as you see, I hover over the recipe, and my known by kind of pops up in blue. Norelia and Cassiopeia know this one. So I'm going to go ahead and have Amityville learn it. And I'm going to sell these off in the
Ah, yes.
guild store. So let's see. Put that up. Yeah, let's try that. So Master Merchant says 2 sales in 35 days for 26,500. That's towards the bottom. TTC, Tamriel Trade something, 73 listings. Suggested price is 21. Average is 48. So let's do that. This one we'll probably put in for about 8. People will pay it because it's literally just 2 days worth of doing dailies. One sale, 90 days, 3,800. 85 was the top. So let's do 6. All right. Thorn Legion helmets. So we're going to go. Master Merchant says 2 sales, 41 days, 87,000. TTC says 54 listings, suggestion. All right, I'm going to take the difference and do 50. Do 1,200.
axes and armor may earn you a fortune.
All right, my one friend says he just got home and he's connecting up to his Wi-Fi now, and says he feels bad for me because there's only one viewer and it's myself, even though he's on too. He's just giving me crap. It's so funny. And like I said, I think it's Twitch. I think it's the way they just track or don't track things, and it's pretty crappy that they're dropping my viewers, especially when you're starting out. It's probably a feature, right? So at 6 o'clock, we will have a intermission, which is 6 o'clock my time, which is about 12 minutes away from now. We will have a bit of an intermission, so everybody can go and stretch, get some water, you know. So yeah, this is Arabeth. If any of you've played the old Neverwinter Night game, you know that Arabeth was one of the main characters in that game, and so I base a lot of my characters, my tunes, after old, 1990, early 2000 games and stuff like that.
You are going to let me try that, right?
For example, I have a character named Jaheira, and she was in Baldur's Gate a druid. So Arabeth here is actually a wood elf, not a high elf. And she's a vampire. So she's pretty much my evil tune. She goes around on a murder spree and just kills everything whenever she feels like it. So let's see what she got. Wow, another nice one. So as you can see, average this sells for is 40,000 gold. So I mean, you can really walk away from this event if you're diligent about doing this, you know, across your tunes. And I'm just showing everybody how to do this, make some quick gold, and go from there. Well, welcome everybody. Welcome in. I started a little bit early today, but that's fine. We're going to go for the full 2 hours at least. Apparently, last time I logged into Star Trek a few hours ago, it was up and running, so we might be able to see the baby T-Rex in Star Trek Online tonight if they haven't crashed the system. So the baby T-Rex is scheduled for a little bit later in Star Trek Online. Right now I'm just going through how to make some quick gold just by spending, you know, 5 minutes on each one of your characters and putting stuff up in a guild trader and selling it. So from the 9th anniversary event, you should be able to walk away with a lot of gold.
Some people don't like the bustle of cities, but I come from a big family, so it reminds me of home.
So as I was saying a few minutes ago, we're going to go ahead and break here in about 8 minutes so I can stretch, get some water, and then really start the official streamo and go from there. Boy, I haven't played her either in a while. So I did it again. What, you know? I swear sometimes, you know, I leave my brain someplace else. It's probably because she's not melee. Anyway. So these are all like your passive abilities and stuff.
Welcome, friend.
So what I've
Welcome, friend.
done is I've maxed out all of her speed, her stamina, and her carrying capacity on her mount. And you want to log in every day, and if you have multiple tunes, just log into them and get it bumped up to 60 across the board. That's max. You might not want to play all your characters at once, or they might
Do you know how long I've been looking for you?
sit and not do anything for a while. But if you log into them every day and get the riding speed when you do decide to play them, you can they'll already be at max speed or max stamina, max carrying capacity, and stuff like that. So, and for the people that are just joining us, I was saying, since there's the 9th anniversary event going on, 9 years of ESO being around, I'm glad they survived. I'm just showing them that if you have
The Ivory
multiple
Brigade has need of you.
characters,
The guild
you can
has
do.
need of you, comrade.
Yes. So many needy people these days. I was saying that do your dailies on your characters because you'll get style pages. Oh, just leave her alone, people. That sell for a lot of gold. in the guild traders, but you need to be part of a trading guild, and there's quite a few, and I can show you how you go about becoming a member of a trading guild.
My favorite cure for low spirits.
So let's get these out of the way, and we'll do that next.
Comrade, a word.
So you can be a member of up to 5 guilds, and that's across your account. So like your @handle, @Nariana, for me, puts my account into 5 trading guilds. So all my tunes will be a member of that guild. So like Daggerfall Emporium. So whether I hop into Amethyl or hop on Norelia, they're all a member of Daggerfall Emporium. So right now I'm only a member of 4 guilds. So this is a trading guild, trading guild, trading guild, and another trading guild. So I'm a member of 4 trading guilds. That's how much stuff I get from running the dailies and doing things and so forth. So pays to be in at least one. So all you have to do, G, if you haven't changed your default layout, and then Guild Finder, and then follow the instructions. Select a category in the Browse Guild section to find a guild matching your playstyle. Applications you send will appear here. So I have nothing here because I haven't applied. But let's browse guilds. So what we can do is like check this to make sure it has trader, because then that narrows down the category. And then you want to look at this number. Okay. You want this number to be high out of 500. So like this guy, this guild has 493 members, 494. So anything above, I would say 450 and up, and you have to read what some of the requirements are. Top tier trading guild, tons of events, active Discord, incredible guild hall. Monthly requirement is 3 million in sales or 300,000 deposit of gold a month. So that's fees. That's pretty high. So Bleak Rock Barter Company. Let's see what they say. A top 10 selling guild since 2014. So this is probably a good one to start off with, because they have all the amenities and no fixed fees or mandatory minimums ever. How do we do it? Teamwork. So, and it's in a capital city, so they're going to have a good spot, especially with this new expansion pack coming out in June, which is only like 60 days away. Because that's going to be a main hub to get to the new zone, Vivek City. And there's going to be lots of stuff going on up there. So look for a guild that has low fees. And you might be thinking, what are low fees? Low fees, 10 to 15K a week requirement for dues, because what it does is the dues pay for the guild trader. And the guild traders are very expensive, like millions upon millions. So, of gold. High volume trade guild with relaxed social atmosphere, no requirements, just sell and maybe a raffle. So this will be another good one. Nern's absolute best, but their members, they haven't even hit 400 yet. They might be okay though. You know, give it a shot. You can join up to 4 of these. But if you do join up, sorry, 5. If you join up to 5 of these trading guilds, just make sure you have enough items that you can post in each guild on a daily or weekly basis, because some of the stuff sells fast. So that's how you join a guild. You know, and you might be wondering, well, what do I write to these people? So let's just take a look. So this is not bad. Requirements over 30 days, 114,000 gold in sales or 4K donations. Low fees for serious traders. Or 4K donations every 30 days. Not bad. No raffles and no auctions. That's kind of like, well, that they should be doing raffles and they should be doing auctions because it puts gold into the guild's bank. My other account, Topomnu, she's a member of the Vulcan Commandos, so they're pretty cool. So let's see. So since we're looking at this, you would just press R or apply to guild, and then you would just type your message. You know. So, but I'm not gonna apply for it because I don't think I have enough stuff to put in there yet. Is the problem. Alright, so let's see what she got. Alright, so this particular blueprint sells for 35 to 70,000. So, oh. Wow, that's been around for a while. As I was saying, I have 18 tunes on one account and like 11 or 12 on the other, so can't get to them all. Yeah, so this is another high selling one, 53,000 gold, 10,000. Then just going to go down the recipe list. Alright, so it is...
You there. The Ivory Brigade has need of you.
just a little past 6 o'clock, so we're going to go ahead and take a break here. And everybody stretch, get water, get food, you know, be back in about, in a little bit. 5 minutes or so. I'll log into Norelia real quick, get that recipe.
tragic what the three banners.
So I'm just going to go to the consumables. And, you know, eventually your bank will end up looking like this, just with stuff that's given to you for a daily login basis. And you just can't get rid of it. It just builds up. Take that one. I think that was it. It's pretty bad. So, like, the scale collar one goes for, like, a bunch. Like 12,000 gold. Bound style page. Character bound. So I have to learn that one because it's bound to me. Okay. This one's not though, but so it's going for 50,000 gold, which I'm going to put up right now
Axes and armor may earn you a fortune.
if I have a spot. And you can always hold on to this stuff too because it'll become more valuable later on in the game once the event ends. Yeah, I know. I say I'm going to take a break and I'm just continuing to plow through this. Put in for 6. Okay, so we're going to break there, and everybody get up, get water, get food, stretch, and I'll be back in a few minutes. Okay, we are back.
Looking to lighten your load.
So let's see what else Norelia can learn in the bank. Oh, sells for 79, so we'll grab that one. Crafting motive, scale collar swords. Wonder what that one looks like. I'm gonna Google that real quick on my other monitor here. Scale collar swords. Um, it's kind of cool looking, but I think I already have that similar style. So now the shield is pretty darn cool looking. I'll probably put that up for auction.
Yes, I.
Hopefully, oh yeah, this will go for a bit too. All right, so we'll finish this up here, and then I'll change over to my other account, and we'll go do the daily writs over there. Like I said, death by writ. Let's see, 100 updated today for 12K. Yeah, we'll put it up for 12.4. Okay. Huh. Had 4 people viewing, now down to 2, and my buddies are like, we're there. So there you go. Twitch again for you. Hmm. All right, so we're on my other account. And like I said, during the week, pretty much, I stream a couple hours Monday, Wednesday, and Friday night. Um, that's just due to my work. Then on Saturdays and Sundays, I'll just make 2 full days out of it and go at it.
Welcome.
So, what we'll do here, though, first thing is we'll check our currency, see how many of these things we have, and we have 2, so we're good. So, keep an eye in the lower right hand corner, and you eat the cake, and you get your 3 event tickets. So what we'll do is we'll just go ahead and jump down to Topomnu because she knows all the recipes on this account, and we'll start with her because then we'll go to the event vendor and get a couple more, get at least one more style page.
You there. The Ivory Brigade has need of you.
So if you have any questions or want to see how things are done or explore stuff, speak up in chat and
The guild
we'll go
requests
do it.
your help. Comrade, a word.
All right, here's Buddy's giving me crap right now, so hold on. Yeah, it's the usual give your friends a hard time type of deal.
The guild has need of you, comrade.
urgent task for you.
Oh, she got
You
some
there.
good materials.
The Ivory Brigade has need of you.
Ah, yes. I love this vintage from my family.
Holy cow. Yeah, I think I can get rid of some of this stuff, sell it off.
Looking to lighten your load?
Yeah, I'm going to sell this for 13,000. I've really neglected my trading guilds on this side of the house with my tunes, so wow. Stags of Zen shields. That's a Google lookup. See if I want to keep that. Oh, come on. It's kind of a cool looking motif style page. Um, see what the shield looks like. Let's see. Okay, yeah, that's not a bad looking one. I guess it's a pretty rare one from what I'm just reading here right now. Hmm. Yeah, it's a decent looking one. Hmm. Oh, so this comes out of a trial actually, an end game trial. I'll hold on to that for a while.
Tragic what the three banners wore.
Wow. Well, I don't know. Don't know what's going on with Twitch tonight. But you know, sometimes the auto pricing just sucks. Salt for 30, no, that's not going to happen. And then it's off. So yeah, anyway, I got to restock this particular guild trader. I'm surprised I didn't get kicked out. Of course, it is the slow season, so I know some people like to sell their companion equipment that they get for outrageous amounts of money, gold that is, and yeah, I just want to get it out of my bank and get it back up into oh, that's a nice one. 26 to 100. 239. So, as I was saying earlier, this is what happens when you're a member of too many trading guilds. You kind of end up losing track of everything, and then eventually what will happen is you'll end up with all the stuff that didn't sell back into your bank, and you'll be like, hadn't planned on that type of thing, you know? So that's why I'm hesitant to join a 5th trading guild. I've already got enough crap, as you can see. Wow, look at that. 268 to... That's a heavy. To 500,000. We're going to go... Really? See, sometimes this trading add-on, the TTC, Tamriel Trade thing, and the Master Merchant are way off. So we're going to go with 500,000 gold. See, that should have been right around 1,000 because it's a decent staff. And this one's going to go for probably about 6. So this is the aspect of being in trading guilds. Is you got to post your stuff pretty much daily. Otherwise, you end up doing what I'm doing right now. Spending time doing this. We'll put this one in for 12K. Alright, so my next trading guild here is this. Yeah, I've neglected them too, so I'm surprised Rage hasn't kicked me out yet. But the companion gear has really flooded the market. I mean, they made it really easy to get stuff, but when they first came out, the prices were just insane, gold-wise. Treasure maps, I always put in there for 1,000. Just straight up 1,000 gold, because another aspect of the game is they will give leads to get better equipment or skins or cosmetic stuff. So I always put the stuff in for 1,000, and don't feel bad about it. And Duke is here. Poor kitty cat. He's got arthritis and stuff, so he's probably hurting all the time. No problem. No problem, Mr. Huntley. Thank you for joining while you can.
Axes and armor may earn you a...
Seems like the internet's bad everywhere.
Ah, yes. I...
So I'm going to just try to finish this up. And then we'll flip over into Star Trek if it's up. It was up earlier today. I ran some stuff in it. But you just never quite know between then and now if they broke it again. So I'm going to hold on to that one. But I got plenty of companion gear to ditch for cheap. It's also a holiday weekend too, so
tragic what the three
A buddy of mine is heading out for dinner with the fam. Well, somebody's back. Stupid Twitch.
The guild has need of you, comrade.
Alright, so what are our endeavors on this? Tune. 4 items with the clother skill, sell 25 items to the merchants. Those two are easy.
To be honest.
I really wish we could break down or disenchant companion gear. That would be nice. Alright, kill one group boss. Let's go do this. I got the perfect one.
There is an urgent task for you.
I know exactly where we're going to go.
I served my time in the...
Sell some more of this garbage. Gosh, she's got a lot of the treasure maps too.
guild requests your help.
Almost there. We are going to disenchant some of this stuff.
I'm fresh.
So anyway, so the items that I just disenchanted broke down into materials that go into my craft bag, so. And, let's get Miri out again, because I'm going to need her healing. See, I don't know why I did that again. Oh, that's why. We'll just... Yeah, you do that and you lose all this over here. So... Okay, that's better. Alright, there we go. Easy peasy. So we're gonna go kill a world boss all by ourselves. And she should be able to do it because she did it the other night. All right, here we go.
Let's ride. I could use some help.
Oh, get out of the red shit, Mary. Then I won't have to heal you. Alright, so all of our endeavors are done. That's one thing about our companions. They're kind of nice to have around, but sometimes they're just dumb as a rock or dumb as a brick. And they have a tendency to stand in stuff that's going to get them cooked or killed, however you want to say it. Alright, so let's go back to... Yeah, let's go to Ardon, because the vendor's right there.
Do you know how long I've been looking for you?
So we'll get our cake.
I was tired of walking anyway.
Excuse me, please. I have a message for you.
An old sorcerer.
Alright, so we got our daily endeavors all done and everything. We're going to go ahead and hop over to
Do you know how long I've been
Narissa and go do something a little more exciting, I guess, maybe. Want to get her final skill line up to 50 and then
Welcome.
yep, she's almost got the full bar there.
Do you know how long I've been looking for you?
Yeah, we'll blow through this real quick, then we'll take a break, and then we'll log into Star Trek, run their little event that they've got going on, and probably call it a stream at that point. Well, that guy got nuked real quick. Yeah, that guy's probably pulling some serious DPS. If he's like 1 and 2 shotting these things. Oh yeah. He's over 2,300 champion point,
Distracted.
which
Predator prepared.
helps out a lot.
These mortals are strong, but not strong enough.
Really, something's got me in combat. Stupid imp. So after we finish the champion point stuff here, we'll go into Star Trek, if it's up. And then we will
Don't mess with the street kid.
do their event. Really kind of easy, but kind of fun.
Let's do this.
Alright, so I have to head into town and get my equipment repaired because it just showed up red. Go to Blackwood. Everything's just right there.
You there. The Ivory Brigade has need of you.
The guild has need of you, comrade. Comrade, a word.
Trying to look something up here on my phone, and I swear this stuff is just DuckDuckGo is just a piece of shit. And I hate using Google because it's pretty much all spyware. Alright, need a minute here.
There is an urgent task for you.
You know, I'm...
Alright, so we'll go ahead and take a break here after I turn these quests in, and that'll give me time to load up Star Trek, and
The
we can
guild requests your help.
see the baby T-Rex if the game is loading tonight. It looked like they had gotten it working earlier today, but between then and now, who knows?
You there. The Ivory Brigade has need of you.
Alright, let's see if we got anything good. Oh well, it's a housing pattern. Oh, she's got a lot of gold. Time for a backpack upgrade. So this add-on's called WPA, and it keeps track of items that your characters have, like experience scrolls, transmutation crystals, and stuff like that. So it's pretty handy. It tells you how many slots in inventory capacity people have, which is nice. I think it also tells you how much gold. There's a filter. So experience scrolls, transmute crystals, currency. There we go. So, all in all, I have 3.7 million gold on this on this account. So, but on that note, I am going to go and let's go ahead and take a break, stretch, get food. I've got to make some food because I'm hungry again, and in the meantime, I'll get Star Trek queued up, hopefully. So let's go ahead and take a break, stretch, get water, get food. So I will be back in a bit. Okay, we are back. And apparently log on for Star Trek is a go. We have success. It only took them 2.5 days to fix it. Oh yeah. Yeah, Twitch is owned by Google, hence all the SSO, single sign-on, for your accounts and stuff like that. And all right, so yeah, Google's just everywhere, and they really do need to be broken up, because it's kind of like the old AT&T type of deal, Mom, Pa, Pac Bell, and stuff like that. They're just way too big. So let me turn down the volume on this before we start blowing up scorpions and stuff. And I'll probably get my account banned because, you know, I just ragged on Twitch and Google. But whatever. I'll just create a new one. So, anyway, so here is the star of the show in a second. Let me get my damage bonus Tribble out. See, this Tribble here, he does an extra damage against Borg. So, see how it says plus 3% bonus all damage versus Borg? So it's like a buff. And this guy here, you know, is 5 dilithium, which is another currency in the game. Gives 2.5% bonus damage. And also gives more ground shield capacity. So, but without any further ado, the star of the show just arrived. The baby T-Rex has arrived. He is like the coolest of the cool. He's the cool kid on the block. My buddy just texted me. He's like, "Where's the T-Rex?" So, I said, "Well, he's out. You're missing him." So I hope everybody is having a good Friday night. They don't have to do any work tomorrow unless they want to. So anyway, so there's the baby T-Rex. So Penoria here, she did get a new minigun. So it's a Borg assimilated something minigun. She herself is another class in the game that you can play. She's a liberated Borg human. So if you're a Star Trek follower, you know during Star Trek The Next Generation, Captain Picard got assimilated by the Borg. Then the crew of the Enterprise D rescued him, and they were able to kind of, for the most part, de-Borgify him, you know. So kind of the same storyline for her. So they're playable, but you only get that option if you become like a lifetime subscriber to the game. So anyway, so I completed the mission Assimilated, and one of the rewards at the end of the mission is you can choose one of 3 particular Borg miniguns. So let's see. Assimilation. So here's the mission itself. And then you got the Borg prosthetic maintenance drone, which is basically a minigun. This one is pretty much for like a person that is an engineer. This is a science one. And this is for a tactical officer. So, and she's a tactical officer, hence the red uniform. No, we all know what happens to the red shirts. So, anyway, so she got that today. I ran that mission. And what I like about this game is you can run these missions, any of them, like this, all these here, over and over, and you can gear out your away team how you want. Like if I wanted to equip my science officer who's here with the Borg engineering one, I can. And like I said, just make sure when you do this that you're at level 60, so you get the Mark 12 version and not like a Mark 10 or 11 or something like that. So if you're 60 and up, you should be getting Mark 12 gear from mission rewards, especially in the later episodes. But some of the rewards are kind of garbagey too, like in any game, you know, as you're leveling up. So, but this one actually has Worf in it, which is kind of cool. So anyway, let's go blow away some scorpions and see the dino shoot his lasers from his eye. And alright, we want to go to a map that doesn't have 17 people on it. So we're going to go to the map with 1 person. That way there might actually be some scorpions to shoot. Yes. There's the dino with the lasers. Go get him, T. Ooh, Grandpa Scorpion. Come on, Panoria. You're not carrying that much weight around. You can run faster than that. Feed your probes. T-Rex is over there killing stuff all by himself. So, yeah, your combat pets and sometimes your away team kind of have minds of their own. That's my Horta. I think it's from one of the original episodes in the game. You can still get it, but you kind of have to know where to start the quest line for it. But it's from the original series. I believe it's No Kill Eye is the episode. With the original crew, Shatner and Nimoy. Alright, so we've done all the endeavors for today. So the endeavors are actually passives that give you extra, boosts to your skills, such as damage, flight turn, more damage in space. So I'll go over those here in a minute. But, since Star Trek Online's been offline for a couple of days, and everybody wanted to see the T-Rex, we'll keep the T-Rex out for a bit. The Dino with laser beams. Got that right. So I'll explain the Endeavor system once we're kind of over here and my away team is in a murderous rampage. So the Endeavor system, which is kind of cool, and they added it, it's kind of neat. As you level this up, so every time you hit 20,000 points, you get a spend perk points. So, and it's for ground and it's also for space. So I've leveled up crit severity for space all the way maxed out. So I get 50% more damage when I get a crit. And then my weapons do 50% more damage. These are all passive buffs. So max shield space, really not a priority because there's so many ways in this game to nullify a ship's shields that it doesn't really matter. So I've always taken, hull repair and more damage over extra shield capacity. So like here, whole regeneration space is 100%. I've maxed that out, so I get 100% faster heal automatically with hull repair. So then I also have traits that augment that too. So it's just passive buffs that you get across your whole entire account, from level 1 all the way to level 65. Now, like I mentioned about traits, so like my personal space traits, 10% accuracy, which basically means my accuracy is, I'm 10% more accurate. This one is bulkhead technician, which means that my ship has more health. Since this character runs a ship that uses cannons, she gets 5% bonus damage for cannons. This increases my crit chance and crit severity. So you want a real high crit chance, but you also want a decent crit severity. So crit chance is you have a base damage. This increases the chance that your next hit or a hit will land double the damage. And then the crit severity amplifies the double the damage. So then also projectile training, you know, photon torpedoes, quantum torpedoes, you know, 5% damage with those. Warp Theorist. This gives me an additional plus 20 to my power levels on my ship. Because, you know, in Star Trek, they're always saying, hey, we don't have enough power to do this, enough power to do that. So that increases the power levels, so I can remain firing my cannons a lot longer. Defense rating, it's like armor. Then this is advanced rapid support. This reduces the recharge time of my captain abilities, like, you know, torpedo spread, cannon rapid fire. This increases my crit severity, which basically increases the amount of damage that my crits hit with, and minus threat. So the more damage you do, the more likely you're really going to make the bad guys really angry and come after you and gang up on you and blow you to pieces. So the less threat you have as a DPS or as a healer, the better. And this is techie. So I get a plus 20 starship hull restoration and plus 20 starship damage control. So one is when I hit the button for emergency engineering, that increases the amount of heal I get. And the other one is a passive, as it says right there, improves hull regeneration in combat and out of combat. So, and these are all buffs also from reputation for with different factions. Like you have Discovery, you have the anti-Borg faction, you have the anti-Tholian, you have the Romulus faction. So, and you want to get them all to level 5 because that's when you get all the great buffs and stuff like that. And these are all reputations too. So it takes a while to get a tune up to level 5. Or if you have a lot of money to burn, you can just buy it out with the virtual currency and be maxed out. But you know, microtransactions. So, but like for this reputation one, plus 20% hull regen. Okay, that's on all the time. This one. Control powers add stacks to self, plus 1 damage. So what that means, if I stun somebody or lock them in place with a tractor beam, my damage against them increases. Okay, then this one, Omega Kinetic Shearing, deals 10% of my outgoing damage as a damage over time. So basically, I'm putting out damage all the time and just withering them down. So this is a resistance for tractor beams and other stuff like that that will lock me in place. So that's the space. Then now even the starship has its own traits too. So this is a trait that gives you a bonus also. So as you destroy things, and you get near them, you get more power. You get powered up. It penetrates enemy shields. This one is a Hunter's Mark. It's for when I decloak, I get a buff for extra damage when I come out of cloak, because it's like a surprise attack. This one just increases my crit chance and my crit severity. Weaponized time crystals. So like when I do my cannon rapid fire buff, I'm also adding anti-proton damage to that, which is basically more damage. And then this one, like I said, reduces the amount of power needed to fire my weapons. Plus, at the same time, it increases how fast I can fire my weapons. So the game has come a long way from launch. And despite the technical issues Gearbox was having over the past 2 days, they have definitely put some money into the game and are trying to at least improve it. Average time it takes to bring a MMO to market is about 7 years. So what they did with Star Trek Online, this was Atari and Activision, is they brought this to market in a year and a half. And now new company Gearbox is kind of paying the price for the rush job. They're in the process of cleaning things up and trying to debug as much of it as they can. And sometimes when they add patches and stuff and add content, things go amok, is the best way I could say it. And yeah, things get jacked up. So what we're going to do now is we're going to go ahead, since I'm pretty sure most of you are dead tired of dailies and writs and endeavors and stuff, we are going to go and blow up some Borg. So give me a second to queue us up. Then they're also running an event for an event campaign. So we have 1, 2, 3 more events to go through, and then hopefully I'll have this 3,500 all filled out, and then I can choose a goodie. Personally, I think I'll go with the Lobi crystal this time. Because I've already chosen one of those ships, and I've got a few of these in my bank already. But the Lobi crystals are kind of hard to come by, so that's a better bet. Anyway, so as you can see, I've already completed this event, and I've claimed that reward, which is an okay reward, but it kind of really jacks with your with your set. You see, like, I'm wearing the Kamarki Visionary Overcharged Armor set, and you see, like, set 2 provides a bonus to this. Set 3 gives me another item and set for, you know, power overwhelming and stuff. So, yeah, I can claim it, but am I going to use it? Probably not. I've claimed it, but not going to use it. But anyway, let's jump into the event, which is a red alert, and going to join the red alert against the Borg. Now, what I would really like to be able to do is set up my office down here to where I have a button where I could hit the button and the room would flip from a blue to a red, and then it would play the red alert sound. But, you know, I haven't figured out how to do that yet, and that's like really geeky. Almost to the point of overboard. So I'm cloaking. So yeah, these two guys that just blew up the Borg cube are pushing some really good damage. So I'm going to cloak.
Your defensive capabilities are unable to withstand us. Lower your shields.
See where these guys are going. Because some of these guys are pushing so much damage, you don't even have a chance. Come on. So, yeah, some of these guys are pushing a lot of damage per second, and sometimes you can't even get a shot off. Their damage is so high.
You will be assimilated.
They've got that. Like I said, this tune is kind of more of a baby tune. Yeah, that sphere is going to be dead soon. Oh, they're taking on the tactical cube. Oh, they didn't kill it in time. Alright, so here we want to take out the regenerative probes because they'll consistently and constantly heal the mothership. So that ship, like I said, that ship's gonna pop. So you want to get away from it, because it'll be collateral damage. And another trick here is if you want to return to the original spot where you were at, exit out of this and then click on Leave Map Now, and that will put you back where you were before. Otherwise, you end up at the Sol system outside of Earth, and then you got to travel to where you were at before. So, so let's go ahead and do another one. And let's go ahead and do the Tholian one. It's not as popular as the Borg. You know, everybody wants to blow up the Borg. So we might be in a queue for a little bit. There we go. Oh, these guys are already going to annihilate these. Ooh, that hurt. Yeah, don't fly into the middle of exploding ships. Why does that keep popping up? Like I said, complete and utter chaos. So I'm going to click no on that. I'm going to get my new Kara marks. But as you can see, this looks like the Nexus from Star Trek Generations. So that's new. They've added that. So they definitely have been doing some So, must you have your tunes engage in battle? I want to do I want to do starship battles, or are they inseparable? Okay, so when you're in a group like that, you have to at least shoot and land a hit on at least one NPC, one ad, or one bad guy to get credit for completion. So, I think that's the question you're asking. Yeah, because you can't just sit there and let everybody else do the work. You won't get credit for the mission. Second question, I want to do starship battles, or are they inseparable? So when you beam up, your tune is actually, like, I'm beaming up to my starship right now. Your tune is actually inside the starship. So, or your avatar, or whatever you want to call it, is actually inside here. And by me doing this, going forward and turning with the mouse and everything, you're the captain. You're giving the orders. So, so when you go to the ground, that's when you actually see your avatar as a, you know, as a person or whatever, bipedal. But one cool thing about this is you can actually visit your starship bridge. So this is Penoria, and now she's on the bridge of her ship. And these are all her officers that she has manning their stations. So you got Alyssa Flores, Lita, 7 of 7, you know. You got Tavrel, you know, and you got your other officers and stuff like that too. You're basically the officers that are in your officer list here are all somewhere on the ship. Like, Dr. Crusher should probably be down in the medical bay. Another cool thing. Is this the right turbo lift? Yeah, you can actually go to the different decks of the ship. So you got sick bay, and like in true Star Trek fashion, everything's kind of exaggerated. You know, 18-foot tall ceilings. You know, so it's just the way the game is. You know, like World of Warcraft is very cartoony. You know, here everything's just kind of exaggerated. If you ever been on a real like naval ship, they don't. Their ceilings are not like this. They're barely 7 feet, if that. Or if you've been seen the space shuttle at the Smithsonian or down in LA, you'll notice that they're very small, very cramped. It's like being on a submarine. So the 20-foot ceilings, yeah, a little exaggerated. So. Oh no, you can do, let's see, question is, can I do starship battles only? Well, yeah, you can definitely just do starship battles, unless you do like a episode, which is like a story mission where there's a combination of starship and ground. But there's TFOs or dungeons or whatever you like to call them, group content where all you're doing is just flying around blowing stuff up in space. So there's a lot of both. I would say the game leans more towards space battles than ground battle, because the maps are easier to do than trying to create like a whole entire new world and terrain and stuff like that. So, captain of her own ship, and she doesn't know where the hell the turbo lift is. Yep. Typical. There's starship battles, which are called patrols, which are, which are pretty much space battles. That's all they kind of really are. There's not too many ground battles. Let's go to engineering. So here's engineering. Warp core. engineering labs. These people give, you know, daily missions and stuff that you send your officers out on and everything. Assignments. Alright, so to show where you can go and get just space battles, we'll go ahead and do one. So you simply hit this task force operations, click on patrols, and like this one here, Jupiter Station, that's strictly a ground mission. You get to blow up more Borg. This is a space. Let's see, where's the 9th rule? And this is strictly a space also.
Looks like there was a fight here recently. I'm not picking up any House Mokai ships on the sensors, though. If they're here, they're under cloak.
Good to see you. Admiral Cabret, at your service. As you can see, we're dealing with an unexpected breakout of hostilities here.
What happened here, Admiral?
We came here to determine the status of a rather unusual variety of spore. As we were getting our bearings, a Ferengi marauder dropped out of cloak and unleashed hell.
Did I hear you correctly? You got your ass kicked by a Ferengi? A Ferengi ship with a cloaking device?
Afraid so. Fortunately, the Carter and Shurgat were able to respond before the Ferengi finished us off. Once they arrived, the Daemon pursued the better part of Valor and went back under cloak. Now that you're here, I believe the Ferengi will cut and run, assuming they're still out there hiding.
The odds aren't in their favor at the moment.
Sorry to interrupt, but I'm reading low-level radiation coming from a nearby asteroid. I think your Ferengi is out there harvesting spores, Admiral.
We need to stop that immediately.
Take the Carter and Shurgat with you. The Ferengi will think twice about attacking a group of ships. And you might be able to put an end to all this without firing a shot.
Agreed. Let's get to it then.
The Carter is ready to assist you.
Activate
Lead
cloak.
the way. Shurgat will follow. Reading a single Ferengi vessel, Marauder class. They've decloaked.
So one thing you want to learn to do in the game is to kind of get a little bit above the objective marker. That way you have the advantage of shooting down on them.
I thought I made myself clear to that woolly-faced Starfleet Admiral. This salvage is mine and mine alone. Now run along before I'm forced to damage that pretty ship and take it as a prize. After all, even a damaged ship of that class will fetch a fine pile of latinum.
So this Ferengi, you will run into him throughout the whole entire game, from level 1 all the way to where I'm at right now, level 65 and stuff. You will run into him everywhere. He's kind of like your thorn in your side. So I think you're overestimating your odds. Or chances, Modron.
That's what you get for doing your own thinking, friend. Allow me to show you the error of your ways.
Have it your way. Red alert.
Leave enough of their shit for salvage. Under cloak.
You know, everybody is so cocky. See, that's what I'm talking about. Tractor beams.
Bad news. Which would you like to hear first?
Let's hear the bad news.
Bad news, the Ferengi managed to harvest a spore colony from the asteroid before we arrived. He's got more than enough to make our lives difficult if he sells to Ja'ul.
And the good news?
The Ferengi ship just dropped out of Cloak, and by the look of things, they're suffering a full propulsion system breakdown. No impulse, no warp, thrusters only. So, how do you feel about taking those spores off their hands?
Sounds like a great idea. Let's make it happen.
Before you start, let me remind you that I have what you want, and it's one button press away from disintegration. My ship might be a mess, but my personal phaser works just fine.
Right. Energize.
You beamed out my spores! Not one, not some, but all my spores! I'm ruined! Oh, I don't suppose you're interested in a very promising business opportunity on Risa? Beachfront property?
Hard pass. You're under arrest, Modron.
We've got company, angry company. They're targeting us and the Ferengi.
See, if I had my way, I'd just blow them to dust.
Here, Modron. Give us the spores.
You
Thank you. But you're still under arrest.
Now, don't be so hasty, my classy, well-armed friend. Before you haul me off, let me tempt you with a one-of-a-kind offer. That Ryzian timeshare I mentioned earlier, plus a full barrel of Tranya. 2386 vintage. That's easily worth my weight in latinum.
Ops, prepare the tractor beam. Let's get Modron where he belongs.
I'll tell you where the Delkin Crown jewels are hidden.
The Birmingham is ready for action, and not a moment too soon. It looks like Modron's treasure
We're seeing them too, Admiral.
I can honestly say I had nothing to do with these ships coming to kill us. They're doing it all on their own. You aren't going to let them kill me, are you? I'm helpless. You have to protect me.
We'll do what we can. You're still under arrest after all. Big boom. Yes, 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 yes. There we go. So there's your space battles.
Well fought indeed.
Okay, he can be quiet for now while we loot. All right, so we're done here.
Well fought indeed. They'll think twice about coming after us again. I'll let Alliance Command know what happened here today. If Jeula or any of Modron's friends try to harvest the spores in this system, we'll make sure they have a nice welcoming party waiting for them.
And Modron?
Modron's on his way to a Federation holding facility. We will make sure he faces justice for what he's done here today. Rest assured. Your work is done here. We'll take care of the wrap-up. Cabret, out.
Alright, so when you leave a patrol, you can just depart the system and it will put you back where you originally started. So I am going to beam to Nimbus 3. This is your away team that you can choose from your available officers. So there's the T-Rex, star of the show. So then there's all sorts of different starships that you can get and stuff like that, and I'll show you some of them. So that's the Defiant from DS9. Most of my tactical officers run those. This is a science ship from one of the episodes in Picard, like season 1, the opening. This is from one of their expansion packs. It's like a stealth intel ship. Everybody knows this one. This is like a battleship. And lots of firepower, slow, but lots of firepower. Once again, the Defiant. Mostly my engineers run these, fly these type of ships because they're made for engineers. Everybody knows this Enterprise from Star Trek First Contact and Insurrection and that last movie that nobody wants to mention. So this is a Romulan bird of prey that she uses. Another Defiant. She's a DPS. There we go. Sovereign class ship. Now this is the Klingon Empire. This is my Orion, and she flies the Mokai bird of prey. Defiant. 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 Now, everybody knows that starship from the motion pictures. Constitution class. Stealth. Another bird of prey. Science vessel. Everybody knows this ship. Galaxy class Dreadnought from the last episode of Star Trek The Next Generations. All good things. Remember in the episode where Riker came in and saved the day and the Enterprise had the extra nacelle? Yep. Romulan bird of prey. Defiant. Modernized bird of prey. Experimental starship. Sovereign class. And then there's the Intel ship. So one piece of advice that I can give when playing this game is if you get experience boosts or scrolls or potions or whatever, use them on a double XP weekend, because you can literally go from level 10 to level 65 in about a day just by doing story missions. So, anyway, I've been streaming since 5 o'clock my time. It's almost 9 o'clock here. So 4 hours. I'm going to go ahead and end the stream. And I will be on in the morning. So come join me for coffee. And thank you all for coming out tonight. I appreciate it. And hope you learned something new. Hope it was fun for you. It's fun for me. Great questions and everything, so please come back. I'll be on in the morning. My schedule's up on my Twitch channel. Sometimes it varies because of real life issues come into play, but thank you for coming out tonight, and I appreciate it. And everybody have a good night and stay safe.